I didn't deserve that classy opening, did I? Big props out to Metal Monkey, who made that just for the sake of it. Thank you. I now have an opening. Won't be using it for live streams, of course, but yeah, I can strap this shit together. Fairly condensed list of my top 10 games from E3. Now, there we are. Mildly better looking, as if anything about me looks good, except my beard. This is coming in nicely. Right, so I just want to make a few things clear. For starters, don't give a shit about anything Nintendo. So if you're looking for anything Nintendo, I don't have a Switch. I think the last Nintendo thing I really give a shit about was my N64, which I recently sold. Besides that, I also don't have an Xbox, so you won't see any Xbox stuff here. But yeah, let's get this done. Today's gonna be a busy day for me. Gonna be seeing me later on today, so no point lingering. Fallout 76. Well, our fears kinda came true. It's kind of a multiplayer game. It's a co-op game, which I'm fine. I'm fine with. I know a lot of people were losing their fucking minds. No, it's not worth losing your minds over if the co-op is put in right. If you don't want to play co-op, you don't have to play co-op. Now, I'm thinking of Dead Space, particularly I think Dead Space 3, where areas were intentionally blocked off if you didn't have a co-op player, or you couldn't complete some missions in Fable 2 if you didn't have someone to pop in. They weren't game-breaking, but you always knew they were there. Something tells me there's going to be something similar to that. And if that's the case, but let's see. Top of my list of things I liked about it. The aesthetics look slightly different. The timeline is different. I like that too. We also have to remember it's going to be in a map 4 times the size of the Commonwealth from Fallout 4. The Commonwealth was fairly big. We've seen bigger, but not many. Not many. So I'm hopeful. I want to see more gameplay footage, and I think actually I'll probably get it for this if my computer can run it. Should check that out. But I might even play some co-op on it. You never know. In fact, if they don't shove it down my throat, and if there's no horrible microtransactions, yeah, I'm definitely down for that. Last of Us 2. Lesbians. Ellie is gay. Oh, and there's some stealth missions and whatever. No. For starters, it wasn't that much of a shock if you got the DLC when her and her friend are in the wall. But besides that, the game looks as good as the first one. I really liked the first one. I liked the first one a lot. I don't think I'd constantly go back playing it, but if I had that on my computer right now, the remastered edition, my PS4 rather, yeah, I'd definitely do that. The shading looks beautiful. Something tells me it was, spruced up for E3. We need to see some further along developments of it. But I'm mostly there for the story. It's very good at world building. I like the clickers. I really do. I like them so much more than regular zombies. But yeah. Oh, and before I forget, these aren't in any order. Very professional of me, but that's what you get with low energy. Next one. Ghosts of Tsushima. Now, I had never heard of this game before. I had heard nothing from any sort of vine of the grape. But it looks really pretty. It's really cool looking, and I love the fighting in it, because the swords, when they connect, they feel like they're really hitting off. They look like they would really feel like they're hitting off flesh. And I love history. I like the Warring States period of Japan. The Warring States period. I like the I like most things samurai. So I also like the Mongols. I want that game though to, when you are fighting the Mongols, if they are your main enemy, I want that to be when they're on horseback, they're next to indestructible. They should be so overpowered on horseback. But on ground, yeah, the samurai should have control. But let's see more footage. I'm going to be saying that for a lot of stuff, especially for some of the few more coming up. Jesus. Cyberpunk 2077. Witcher 3, GTA, Blade Runner. With a little bit of Detroit Human for and Deus Ex for more aesthetics. I want to see gameplay footage, and if it is like The Witcher, I'm just gonna snatch it right up. I love well, CD Projekt Red for starters, but Cyberpunk in general. I love the aesthetics. I love the callbacks that if you're smart enough, you can point out that they were inspired by this or that, particularly in movies, but outside movies too. By the way, I enjoyed all my body hair. Yeah. Low energy attempt in this one. But it looks really cool. We'll see how it works out. Even if it's something like Yakuza, I'm okay with that. What I wouldn't want it to be would be a sort of episodic thing. I want it to be an open world. Whether it has factions inside it, like say GTA with the gangs, or whether it has like tons of mini games and side missions. I really hope that's the case. Well, that's all optional, but I would definitely be down for this game. I want to see more of it, and if CD Projekt Red is truly worthy of my still respect for them, then this should turn out to be pretty damn cool. Just Cause 4. That Twister looks kind of cool. The weapons have alt fire modes now. It's going to be a time waster game. A little bit of LOL. A year or two from now, if they're still doing it on the PS4, they're going to have it for free for a month if you have the PlayStation Plus. It's going to be, you know, I wouldn't say it's shovelware games because that would make no sense, but it is definitely a game that I would have no problem playing on the grounds that I just, you know, it's just going to be there. I'm going to get a few lols out of it. I'm going to check off lists. I've got another game lined up that's going on this list that is very similar to that. And it's just going to be, it's just got to be Just Cause. And it's a cheap laugh. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is. Oh, what, you want something a bit more substantial? Alright. Resident Evil 2. Now, this one has a bit of history to it for me. Many moons ago, when I was a young lad, far too young to be playing Resident Evil 2, I went up to Extravision, which of course was the chain that Ireland had for many a year. to rent videos and games, and I picked up a copy of Resident Evil 2. Why they let me buy it, or rent it rather, is beyond me, but they did. And I went home and I saw that it had gunfights and monsters, and that looked really cool. So I went in, got my ma out of the kitchen where my where the TV was set up. I turned it on and I saw a big disclaimer at the front of it saying that this is not for people of younger age. Incredible amount of gore and violence and terror. Terror. I was mostly afraid of the movement mechanics, how the tank controls. That was... Don't let them use that, please. Let it be something like Resident Evil 5 or 6 where it's far more streamlined. Not 6, Jesus. 4 and 5, sorry. And even 4 has its problems. You're moving so fucking slow in that game. But Resident Evil 2 is the most interesting one to me because I like watching zombies take over cities. And this is like just when the outbreak begins. I think you needed to see that more in the game Dead Rising. I really think you should have seen that more. And I want to see a game where you can... There's a finite amount of zombies. I want to see a World War Z game. Because it's so cool watching like just a society break down and zombies pouring in and the army trying to fight back. And in reality, if the army knew what the fuck it was doing, it would win very easily, but it doesn't. But because it would be a very short-lived game series if we just killed off the zombies straight away, I want to see how the zombies take over. Plus, it's not just the zombies. You've got everything from the Umbrella Soldiers to the Lickers to Nemesis. I want to see me some Nemesis. And of course, we also got Leon. It's Leon. His hair still looks kind of gay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Remember what I said about Just Cause? It's the same thing, only this time it's Greek. I liked Origin, but just like Assassin's Creed 3 and just like Origin, it's alright. It's not great. It's not terrible. It just is. There's a lot of things to do. And I imagine there's going to be a lot of things to do there. It's pretty. I'm looking forward to doing the ship-to-ship fights. Discovering a lot of the ancient ruins. And by the way, if anyone in the comments could tell me, has Assassin's Creed Origin released that historical tour version of itself where you can see how the ancient Egyptians did some shit? Because if they did, I want to get that, but I also want to get my hands on the Assassin's Creed Odyssey version of that. And then let's see a Rome one as well. That would be cool. But yeah, just another Assassin's Creed game. Should be alright. Next, Elder Scrolls 6. We don't know jack all about it. One still, well not still, slow panning shot. And what I can tell, it's set in High Rock, which would mean knights, political intrigue, backstabbing, a lot of magic, French, a big motherfucking tower, and mountains. Oh, Bethesda and your mountains. No, hopefully they get a new engine. That Skyrim entrance is a tad out of date at this point. Oh, and I saw they also did a Skyrim new edition, because of course they did. The even more specialer edition or some shit like that, I think it was called. Of course they did. Of course they did. The reason I'm talking about Skyrim rather than Elder Scrolls 6 because we don't know jack shit, but I'm going to be paying fucking attention, I'll tell you that much. Starfield. A new IP. Okay. Is it going to be an open world, wandering around on your ship, landing on planets, doing what No Man's Sky promised to do? And I know there was a game that they released at E3 that is very similar to that. Satisfactory. That's all focused on base building. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know anything about Starfield. No one knows anything about Starfield. I am curious. That's about it. Right, so that's about, what, 10 now? So I'll throw a few extra out there. Singularity is one of them. What I already said. 2 Point Hospital is another. Which is basically Theme Hospital. And I like me some Theme Hospital. Hopefully you can pause this game, because you couldn't pause Theme Hospital. But I'll be probably playing Theme Hospital at one point on this channel, so watch this space. Still, it looks pretty, and I like it. That Wolfenstein game, Youngblood, I think it's a co-op game, and if that's the case, no. Nah. Star Citizen 2, but I'm not opening up that fucking can of worms. Not until I can see the game for sale, not pre-order, not alpha or beta, just ready to go. I'm just backing the fuck off from that. We are entering the realm of Duke Nukem territory with Star Citizen. The Lost City. Now there's a game that looks like it could be a relaxing and intriguing thing. If you don't know what that is, I'll tell you real quick. It's based off a Skyrim mod that you find this underground. It's set in like the real world, but you find this underground city, and apparently if you commit a sin, every single person gets turned into a statue of brass or something like that. So what you do is, every time you fail, you go back to a portal, and you have to try it all over again. That looks interesting. Yeah, it looks interesting. Babylon, was it Babylon Fall was another one? It looks like they're going to try and do their own version of Dark Souls. Oh, and I saw From Software is now working with Activision for a Switch game. I know I said I wouldn't talk about Switch, but I saw Jim Sterling talking about it. Activision. You make good strategy games. That's about it. And speaking of, not many strategy games, bar one. One mobile game based off a very beloved franchise that is currently getting just pounded. That, by the way, is that's one of these is Kane from Nod, but I think it's this one because he's not having a good time. Oh, by the way, have you ever seen this? Birthmark. I have been chosen as the one to be low energy. But yeah, I know it's still not technically finished. Maybe I'll regret putting this up so early, but I'm too busy looking at my beautiful, beautiful phone. So hairy boy. So hairy. Right. So those are my top list. I'm sorry if your game's not there. I'm not big into a lot of things that a lot of people like. Sorry. It's not my fault, it's yours if you get angry. Happy to talk about it though. You want to talk in the comments? You want to talk on some one of my live streams? I'm probably going to be doing a gaming stream today. But yeah, overall I've got a good few games lined up. Unfortunately, with all my trips coming up, well, I have the money. Some of these are going to be pricey motherfuckers. Others, oh shit! Death Stranding. I have the list right here in front of me, and I didn't. Death Stranding. What the fuck can I say about it? It's that's too much skin for YouTube. What the fuck can I say about it? It's Death Stranding. It makes less sense every time you see it. The first trailer was just fucking insane. There was Norman Reedus on a beach with a baby, and there was a flying whale, and then there was elderly Jim Sterling holding onto a fetus in a tube, hiding from tentacle soldiers. Now this version has these ghosts that you need this weird satellite dish that comes out of his thing to see, and apparently when they eat somebody, the whole area explodes, but that baby is like grown to become Norman Reedus again, which is like your life system. Alright, which, if that's the case, alright. I guess that's what happened to Kenny. Every time he dies in South Park, his Madness immediately gives birth to another Kenny. Right? It's Kojima. It's the mystery box. Do you want to take the $5,000, or do you want to risk it all for the mystery box? Last time I played one of his games was the last Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear Survive, the one before that. And I liked that game. I really did. And I got it for free. But now that he's not doing Metal Gear, well, yeah, why the fuck not? I mean, I want to see some gameplay of it. I want people to explain the mechanics. But sure. So yeah, that's me. This time serious. I'm looking at my list now, and I've done everything. Like I said, sorry if your game's not in this. I'm open for discussions. If you liked what I did here, remember to thumbs up. Comment away in the chat. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Fucking slam that bastard. Don't do it on the screen though, because you're going to break your screen. Because I've noticed more and more people are starting to say they're not getting notifications from me, and that is not cool. I'm a real YouTuber now, apparently. I've got copyright strikes, and my stuff being taken down. I haven't gotten a community guidelines strike yet, though, so maybe after showing off all this skin. I am off to do my own shit. Talk to you later. And thanks again to Metal Monkey for that opening. I'll try to earn it. But anyway, talk to you later.